Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to fix the bug I discovered in the 2.9 and 2.91 firmware updates for the Helix. It affects all of Yeatzee guitar presets that have the mod verb set up. So you'll be receiving an email if your preset is affected by this, and that's probably how you're watching this video now because I'm going to include this video in all of those emails. It's a pretty quick fix, but basically what happened is the level parameter in the mixer block, which I raise the volume to compensate the drop in volume when you turn on the mod verb setup. Basically, the assignments got flipped. So when you turn on the mod verb, the volume does not increase, and then when you turn off the mod verb, the volume increases. So it makes the volume dramatically different when you turn it on and off, which is not acceptable. Line 6 is aware of it. I told them, gave them examples, but I'm not sure when they're going to fix it. So until they decide to fix it in a firmware update, I'm going to show you how to do it yourself using the Helix itself as well as Ajax Edit. So let's take a look. All right, guys, we're going to start with the physical Helix first. So I'm going to show you how to fix the issue and what the issue is. So first, we're going to go down here. This is the problem right here. So this is set to the mod verb foot switch here. So when I turn this on, it turns on the mod verb. And because the mod verb has a high mix reverb and a lot going on here, your output is going to go down. And so I compensate by raising the level here automatically. You don't have to worry about any of this. I've done it all for you. Just know there's a lot going on. So when you turn this on, that should go up to plus 1.7 dB. And then I turn it on here and nothing changes. It stays 0, 0. So the mod verb is on and the volume is at 0 here, the level. Now when I turn it off, it flips the assignment. You can see now it says plus 1.7 dB, even though it should be 0, and when I turned it on, it should have been plus 1.7. So now the assignment's flipped. So this happened with the 2.9 plus firmware updates. So it's a bug, they're aware of it, but it's very frustrating. And what happens is now the volume is gonna be way louder with mod verb off, and when you turn it on, it's gonna be way quieter. So there's a few different ways to fix it. I'm gonna show you probably the simplest way. And you're gonna go ahead and click this button right here. You're gonna go to controller assign. And you want to make sure that you have the mixer block selected. So make sure that you are selecting it there. And then you're going to go and turn this all the way to the right until it says level. And then now you see the minimum value and maximum value. Those are the assignments to the foot switch. Now these are set correctly. When it's off, that's the minimum value. So when mod verb is off, it should be 0 dB. When it's on, that's the max value. It should be 1.7. So that's correct. But the Helix is flipping those assignments. So what you want to do is the opposite of that. So you go ahead and bring this up to plus 1.7, bring this down to 0, and then click the home button. And then now, if I turn the mod verb switch on, you can see it says plus 1.7 dB. And I go ahead and turn it off, and it's back to 0. So now it's working correctly. So all you got to do is hit save, and you're good to go. I would save a new copy of this preset because I anticipate Line 6 to bring out a new firmware update that fixes this in the near future. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and have a 2.9 version of the preset that works for the time being. So now let's go ahead and look at Ajax Edit. All right, on Ajax Edit, you are also going to go right here. This is the thing you want to change. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the mod verb to show you it working. So that should be at plus 1.7 dB, and you can see it says 0. So it's not working correctly. So I'm going to turn off the mod verb. And now you see it says plus 1.7. So it's, again, this is a different preset I'm showing you than what I did on the actual Helix, just to show every Helix preset that uses my mod verb setup has this switched. So you need to switch it on all of the ones you've purchased. So how you do that is you go click here, go to bypass controller assign, and then you're going to go down to level. And then just like on the Helix, you're going to bring this down to 0 and this up to 1.7. And then go back to edit. And then now if I hit the mod verb switch, you'll see it says plus 1.7. Hit it, turn it off, it goes back to 0. You're good to go. Now it's working correctly. Again, save a new copy of the preset because I anticipate Line 6 to fix this eventually. And once they fix it, it'll work the opposite again, and you don't want that. So there you guys go. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. Obviously, it's out of my hands, but I hope this helps.